Today's topic of conversation is the Mercedes 2018 F1 car, the W09. What a beauty. Not the best we've seen so far, but it's a classic Mercedes, isn't it? Looks stunning. So complex, especially compared to some of the backfield, the back market cars. Like I say, another great car from Mercedes, and I'm sure it's going to be up there this season. And I think we can all 100% agree this car will be winning races. So get a good look at it. What I will say though, on this channel, if you are new here, we don't do a big aero discussion. We do a design discussion. That's what we do here. Making sure we know all the fine details that they've gone with this season in terms of the livery and paint job and the stickers and the sponsors. Now, the big thing about Mercedes is that not much has changed, has it? Let's be quite honest, it's very, very similar to last season's design with the turquoise stripes down the side pods with the Petronas logo also on the side pods. We've got a new logo in the form of the Tommy Hilfiger logo, but apart from that, like I say, it's not a lot different from last season. We've got the mainly silver design with a secondary colour of the turquoise and a bit of black chucked in here and there. But the big talking point for me on this particular car is the halo. Now, so far, we've not seen a coloured halo as such. Maybe would have expected one on the Renault, however they went for black. You may expected to see one perhaps on the Williams, maybe putting their Martini stripe on it, they went for a white. Haas, they went for main black. Alfa Romeo, they went for plain white. And so we're still yet to see a real coloured halo. And then of course Mercedes, who you'd think would go silver, have still gone with a black. Now it's a bit different than Mercedes one, and this particular picture here doesn't really do it justice, and the next one doesn't either. However, it's a faded halo is what I'm going to call it. You might be able to see there just on the end of the halo, it's a really nice fade from the silver up into a black. So from the bird's eye view shot here, it looks completely black. But what you're going to see in a couple of seconds is that it's more of a fade. So you see there on the back of the car, the silver fades into the black. You can see the number 77 of Valtteri Bottas's car. But here you go then, you can see from the front part of the halo, the sort of pillar holding it up from the front bit of the car is silver. And I think that's a real nice little change that Mercedes have put in, that no other team has tried to play with. There you go, there's the best view of all the fade into the silver and the black. I think this is a nice little quirk that Mercedes have gone with. Obviously all the teams are trying to make the halo look as best as possible and disguise it as best as possible, but like I say, I'm not the halo's biggest critic. I think you see in this picture here, I don't think it looks too bad, and I definitely think it could be better, but I don't think it looks horrific like it was when it was that carbon design just slapped on any car possible. So not bad from Mercedes at all. I think the numbers on this car, the 77 for Bottas, you can see there on the back of the new shark fin, and I think that looks really, really clean. On some cars it's looked quite ugly, no denying that. Some cars it's really not looked good at all, but this particular beast, not bad. So we get to the rating system. Our lowest rating so far has been the Williams. I think I gave that a 5 if I remember correctly. Mercedes, are they going to reach the heights of a Red Bull, which I gave the 9? No, they're not. And in actual fact, I'm going to give this livery a 6. Okay? Oh my god, I'm upsetting Mercedes fans all the time at the moment, aren't I? I'm really not doing myself any favours by doing that. But it's the same old Mercedes. And whereas some teams that always go with the same design have tried to mix it up a bit, Mercedes, it looks the spitting image of last season pretty much, except the halo plonked on top and the bigger number at the back. It's not a livery I hate, but I've got to be rational, I've got to be reasonable. This isn't a standout stunning livery. It's clean, it's slick, but it's ordinary, it's what we're expecting. Okay, so I said the same with the Williams livery. You know, I don't despise the Williams livery whatsoever, but it's just the same old Williams livery and just something a little different, especially on the Williams, a Martini striping somewhere different for once would have just been a nice little change. And the same with the Mercedes. They've got a little bit more black this season, but how about they put a lot more black in it? I must say, maybe do black as the primary colour, silver as the secondary, and turquoise as the tertiary. That maybe could have spiced it up a little bit. But obviously they've not gone with that, but it's still, like I say, a slick car, and a nice looking car in terms of design, which I haven't said about a lot of them, but those side pods look very cheeky indeed. So that's my review of the Mercedes 2018 Challenger. What do you think? Check your comments down in below if you fancy saying anything. You don't have to, obviously, of course. But if you have enjoyed, remember to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, which is probably going to be in about half an hour's time, because Ferrari also came out today. What a day for Formula 1. See ya!